We are live. Believe. I think we're live. Figure too. I'm glad nobody's run away because right before I uh right before I went online, I wear contacts and like it's windy out here, so I had a face full of dust that came at me. So I look like I'm crying. Maybe I should play it up and say I'm about to talk about something emotional, but that's not the case. A face full of dust got me onto my contacts. So now I'm tearing, my nose is stuffy, and yeah, if this wasn't hard enough to do. I mean, like seconds before I came on here. So glad to see there's a couple people here. That's awesome. Um, Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I really don't know what to do as far as live. It was just something interesting to try, but maybe I could tell you just kind of what's been going on in life here lately, which has been kind of crazy. I have been making a ton of videos actually, so I have a bunch of new content coming out. If you guys didn't know, I did get a new laptop. That's what I had to use this for because my cell phone wouldn't allow me to do live for some reason. I have to have like 1,000 subscribers, so I wasn't able to go live on the cell phone. So I had to pull up the computer. So good thing we have this going. Thank you, Angela, again. And during this, if you guys want to ask questions or comments, get to know you guys, that would be awesome too. Uh, I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. I have no idea what we're doing. Not that I ever do. I never know what's going on. So, but basically, life right now has been interesting. I've had a lot of anxiety. Like, I don't know if you guys get that anxiety where you have this kind of anxiety that's happening and you aren't able to put it anywhere. You don't know exactly where it's coming from. I had no reason to be anxious really. So I had a ton of anxiety, and then this morning I I was praying to God. I'm going to tell the full story in one of my videos, but I was praying to God because I don't know what I'm supposed to do now that I have this laptop. Am I supposed to keep making these ministry videos? It was pretty clear to me at one point that I should be making ministry videos and that I should not start writing again like I used to do the sales letter writing. But I'm like the king of doubt. I just I always doubt if I'm hearing God correctly. So this morning I was kind of losing faith in a way, going, well, maybe God doesn't care what I do. Maybe he's cool if I write. Maybe he's just like do whatever makes you happy, like those lies, the enemy tells you. So I was kind of going back and forth. I've never had my faith challenged in that way to where I've questioned things, but I started to question maybe he's not telling me things, maybe he's not that active in my life. And I'm sure like a lot of people have had that happen to them before where you felt that way. But it was interesting because I prayed on it and I prayed like God, show me what I should be doing, if I should be writing, if I should be doing just this ministry and working full time. Because I'm thinking about getting a writing website and starting to rebuild my life. And man, it was crazy because I opened the Bible app I have, and I usually God will speak to me. I don't know if He speaks to you guys that way too, but He'll speak to me through the Bible app. And let me see if I can find it. It's crazy. Like exactly what I was praying about was what this Bible app started off with. So it was a trip. If I can even read it with my eyes, they're all blurry. Let's see. No, my phone's gonna lock up. Where was it? You guys are staying with me. Just for anybody that's new coming in, I know there's only 3 people, but I'm not crying. I promise. Everything's good. It's just I got a face full of dust in my eyes earlier, like moment before I came on. So yeah, so I had prayed about that and I had asked God, like, what do you want me to do? Should I just write? Do you not even care? Like, or do you want me to keep doing this ministry? I started doubting. The first plan I opened was said discovering God's plan and purpose for your life. That was the title of it. God has a purpose for everyone. We are called to be a service for Him through Him. And unfortunately, many people spend their lives wandering through life and wondering what that plan is. Spending time with your Creator and Heavenly Father is the key and first step to becoming aware of what He has planned for your life. The closer you get to God, But it went on to talk about, oh, he has a tremendous purpose and destiny for your life. You are not just here on this planet to exist, but you are here with an intentional purpose to accomplish his goals and assignment on your life. At times, you might begin to feel as if you are not qualified to do what he has called you to do. So I thought that was crazy. It went on. The next app I read too was related to that in a way too. So it almost sounded like, wow, like, okay, all right. I'm just a serial doubter. So what's going on with you guys? You want to chime in or no? There's nothing no just curious. I can't see, I don't think who you guys are. Maybe can I take a little peek and see? No, it's not gonna let me. Uh, I don't know who's watching, but I appreciate you guys watching, keeping me company for a little bit. I don't know how long I'll do this for because I will run out of stuff to talk about. But that was what I did. So basically, what that took me to do is that took me to where I was thinking about buying a website for my writing, and instead of that, I felt like I should buy a website for what I'm doing here. Not that I know what I'm doing here again, but I don't know how it'll work out. Maybe into a blog or just a way to connect with people. I'm trying to think of new ways and just pray on it. So, you guys' prayers towards that would be much appreciated as far as what direction I should go and what I should be doing and why I'm here. I know everybody wonders that. I'm sure you guys wonder that too, but I don't know. I am working on quitting smoking. I have been, I guess, for like 2 months now, but I've been having to wean down on the little lozenges I take in my mouth. So that's been rough. I've just been trying to get off of those and using them less often. Oh, we got 4 people now. Hey, Keith, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Um, yeah, it's been a while. I haven't heard you or seen you commenting recently. Nice. If you guys have any questions, comments, whatever you want to throw at me, do so. Just so you guys know, the newcomers too, I'm not crying, even though it might look like I'm crying. I have contacts and I got a face full of dust right like seconds before I did this podcast. So um, tell me a little bit about yourself. What brings you here? I was I've been nervous about doing this too because at least with videos, when you're making a video, you can just delete it and it's never pops up anywhere. But with this, man, yeah, it was very I was very nervous waking up this morning. I was freaking out that I wasn't going to be here on time, blah blah blah. So let me see what I can tell you guys about. Hmm. If you just caught up to, if you just got in, I did get a laptop, so we're good to go with that. What I'm going to use the ministry money for that was given to me, you guys donated money to my GoFundMe account, which, man, I can't tell you how incredible that is and what a blessing that is that you guys care enough about this to show up today, to comment regularly, to throw money my way to help get a laptop. Thankfully, Angela, this woman, she's awesome. She wrote me and she said, if you're still looking for a laptop, do you need a certain kind? I'm like, no, I just want something that's going to be able to edit videos. And she she came through. We met up at my church. She brought it. We talked for a good half hour. Very interesting talk about some different thoughts on God and stuff, and just different things that I'm already into. And yeah, had the laptop. So I've had it like about a week or two now, and it's awesome. I'm able to edit videos again, as you guys might have seen if you watched my last video. Let's see. Yeah, Doug. Yeah, right. Yeah, I got to check out your live stuff then. I'd be curious to see that because yeah, it feels like if you run out of stuff to talk about, what are you going to do? You're just going to sit and stare, and it's going to be like a staring contest. Does anybody want to have a staring contest, by the way? Let's kill some time. Um, I think you can publish these after you're done with them too, where they'll stay on your feed. So that should be interesting. Yeah, guys, if you have questions, comments, whatever, um, I will be looking at that. Trying to think what else I can tell you. If you guys watch the story about me doing the work, where I worked for a day, it was a survivor's tale that barely made it. I uh, I did another day the other day. maybe 2 weeks ago. They asked me if I'd like to work, and they thought it was an easier job. So we went, and it was just lifting some pretty heavy dressers and stuff into a house. But man, my body gave out again. It's like I will quit you. I will not let this happen. And I've been walking daily. I've been walking like so much that you would think like, why isn't this getting better yet? But now I've decided to start doing some strength training and trying to get just strengthen my back, I guess. It feels like my back just doesn't have it. All right, somebody's gonna be brave. Ah, okay. Yes, Tiffany, that's awesome. Good question. I do take it on occasion, and I did take it today, in fact, because I'm being brave too. So, yeah, I was very nervous about doing this. So I woke up this morning and I'm like, yeah, today's going to be a kratom day. It helps immensely with my anxiety, especially social anxiety, because in social situations, it's horrible for me. I always feel like I'm gonna say something stupid, and I do say stupid things left and right. So I think that for good reason. So I'm always worried about anxiety and just being in social situations. When I take my daily walks now, I do them at night. Like I do them at 9 or 10, 11 o'clock at night when it's dark out. Nobody's out. Everybody's walked their dogs. Everybody's in for the night. And I just hope to not have to talk to anybody. So doing this even like, is beyond me. I would have never thought I would make a YouTube video to begin with. I think I started with like the fluoroquinolone toxicity. I never thought I would do that. And then to have branched out to doing kratom, just thinking that was needed more on the internet. And now this, where it's like God told me to do a ministry, like I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know. And if the channel grows, and it has grown, it's growing at a pretty good clip. I don't get it, but I'll keep doing it. So yeah, it helps immensely with the anxiety. It helps me get through. When I generally make a video, a here just when I'm not actually live, I don't take kratom. But anything I'm gonna have to do like physical labor, even though I'm healed now too, I will take it just to help the body. But I don't yeah, it's hard because the anxiety it helps a lot with. So I was thinking I almost talked myself into going back to daily use just because I'm like, wow, like I could, but I know how that ends, and that ends to where I have to withdraw eventually. And I don't have like money to keep blowing on this. So I get a little bit of money, but like that's what it all goes to. I get enough money to buy like a bag or two of kratom a month if I was to do that. So it's not even really an option. I would love that. It helps so much with anxiety. I just don't want to go through those withdrawals again. I don't want to have to be dependent on it. So let's see. Lax theory. How's the no vaping or smoking still correct? Yeah, I brought it up a little bit earlier. I do. I have a little nicotine lozenge in my mouth right now. I've been on it maybe what, like 2 or 3 months now. I read the directions and it said like stay on it for like 2 months, lozenge, and then to like start weaning down from there. And I have been so scared to try to wean down. So I have one right now. I've been going about every 4 hours. I take one. The horrible part of it is just that I was able to quit. I quit for good for 4 years, and I had no crave. I won't say no cravings. I did crave on occasion, but it was very rare. And at the time, I didn't drink back then. I think it was maybe with coffee I would crave, but I would crave. But after 4 or 5 years of not smoking, it was like a distant thought. It didn't even feel natural anymore. And now, like to think that I just grabbed vapes a couple of times with friends and went on a date somewhere and had cigarettes with her and just wasn't even a girl I ended up staying with. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? So, yeah, I still crave. I regularly crave still, and but it's going well. Like you know, oh wow, yeah, exactly. Craving rarely after 20 years. Wow, I kind of felt like I was getting to that point with the after 4 years where I didn't. So I don't know what I was doing. That's just another dumb move I make where I sit there and do something. Oh, it's just vape and it's not going to matter. But yeah, it's still very difficult. And thank you guys. I appreciate you guys asking questions, giving me something to talk. I did not even think I was going to be on here for 14 minutes because I was like, let's do 5 minutes and let's get out of here. But no, it's cool talking to you guys, and it's cool that you're interested enough to watch. I'm going to get ready to create a new website. and I'm not sure what I'll be doing there. If you guys have any ideas on that, that would be awesome. But do a lot of you guys suffer from anxiety? Like, given like raise hands out there, is that or what? Maybe you could tell me what reason you guys are here. What drew you guys to the videos here and to come in live? Just support? Was it you'd watch me for kratom, for fluoroquinolone toxicity, for the Christian stuff? I'm curious if you guys want to comment on what brought you to my page, and that's interesting. Let's see, terrible anxiety. Oh, okay, yeah. Mm. Are you getting ready to quit or yeah, anxiety, man. And every time you try to quit, there's that bounce back effect too. That's the problem with it. I think it changes us. My story too is crazy because the anxiety wasn't bad to begin with. I when I was maybe like 20 years ago, I had social anxiety. I didn't really like going in social situations, but it wasn't bad. And I went in for social phobia to tell him like my wife at the time wanted me to go out more often to restaurants, and I was like, I don't want to eat around people. And so I went in and they prescribed me Clonopin and Zoloft, and that was just like boom. Like ever since then, even getting off the Zoloft, I'm still on the Clonopin because I can't get off it. I take like a small dose, but like when I don't, I have seizures. So anxiety, and I feel for you. I feel for anybody that suffers from anxiety. It could be such a hindrance and such a disability. I don't think we live life fully when we were plagued by that. Like I don't know. It's very hard to deal with. I know people that are like housebound because of it. So it's very sad. Let's see. I tried kratom recreation and had a bad reaction. I'm glad I had the adverse effect. Yeah, that's how I found your channel by LOL. Then I seen you were a born again Christian and sub back then. Oh man. Yeah, Doug. And well, that is really good that you had the adverse reaction. That is really good. But yeah, because it's just such a short term. It helps when you're taking it, but then when you decide to quit, which what happens if it gets outlawed? Then what are we gonna do? I found what's really helped me actually lately with anxiety. It doesn't help. It helps with like I have this teeth clenching problem and like kind of just like this body anxiety. Kelp, like iodine kelp, has been helping me. I don't know why. I think I might have like an EMF problem, electromagnetic frequency problem, where I'm around Wi-Fi and it bothers me. But I don't know. Kelp has really helped. So if you haven't tried kelp and you have that kind of anxiety, which is more of a tense stress anxiety, you might want to try crick. Yes, it is a miracle. It certainly is. Um, yeah, I agree. I think about the people that are taking like Oxycontin or methadone or whatever too for pain. Like, man, you don't know, they don't know what kind of hole they're going down because that stuff is gnarly. And I'm sure it changes our brain chemistry and I'm sure it does things we don't even know about. And then, then we're left with either staying on it the rest of our life or not. Kratom, though, on the other hand, it's amazing. It's an amazing herb. It really is. But then you have the downside. You know, not that it has many downsides. I was working on a video earlier and I was talking about how much kratom I take a day. And I was also talking to a buddy that I met through this channel that I talk to on occasion. And I was telling him I used to take three tablespoons of kratom at a time and throw them in a cup, and then I would drink that cup like every hour. So I don't know, like that was a lot of kratom. I would do that from what 9 or 10 in the morning when I got up because I'd have to because I felt so fluish to late in the day. I made a video interesting. If any of you guys are getting ready to quit kratom, I don't know if you're still currently using or what, but I made a video today on that, and it talks about I always mention magnesium glycinate is something that helps because it helps with the restless leg syndrome and with some of the anxiety and with some of the sleep issues. But vitamin C, if you haven't looked into that, like I've been looking into vitamin C, and that stuff is crazy good for helping with like that flu-like feeling you get. So if you guys are taking kratom and like in the morning you maybe have um that feeling and you're just like, oh, like It's not a cool feeling. Maybe you'd want to try vitamin C, like higher dose vitamin C. I was talking in the video about like 9,000 milligrams a day spaced out because it'll give you stomach issues. Let's see. Kratom brought me UK. Thank you, Tiffany. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's way cool. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad all you guys are here. It's very supportive. I kept thinking today, I'm like, I'm gonna turn this thing on and there's not gonna be a soul, but you guys are awesome. You guys are really cool to take time out of your day and come and chill with me for a little bit here. Um, I have anxiety real bad. I've been more avoidant lately. I take a low dose of Klonopin, and I don't know if it's a good idea for me to stop right now. Double edge. Oh yeah, to quit the kratom or to quit the Klonopin, because Klonopin, man, is just that stuff. I don't know. That's like life stuff. All of a sudden, once you get on that, you're a lifer almost. It's so hard. My son, my ex-wife got him on it, and I was like, please, like I fought tooth and nail not to get him on it. Let's find alternatives. I know Klonopin can help a lot of people. At the same time, pharmaceuticals mess up a lot of people. I dated a woman that worked in the ICU. She was a nurse, and she said that like most of the people they have in the ICU on on death's door are in there because of alcohol, cigarettes, or pharmaceuticals somehow related to that. And that's just a crazy thought to me to think that that many people are getting harmed by these pharmaceuticals, yet it's all covered up. Like we don't hear about it much because the pharmaceutical companies pay for the news. You watch the news and every commercial is pharmaceutical. So how can they bite the hand that feeds by talking about what pharmaceutical? I don't know. It's a mess. But like I said, I'd still take it. I take Klonopin. Um, I take gabapentin, which I've been weaning off of. I was taking that for seizures and for pain. I have my seizures, but I don't want to be on anything. If I can get off everything, I'd love to. I'd really love to. But it's hard. Getting off kratom or Klonopin is difficult. It's definitely a fight. Keep up the vids, man. Oh, dude, you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I will. I will. This support right now has just been really cool. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys showing up. Thank you guys. I'm gonna kind of wrap it up here. Uh, mission accomplished though with getting it out. And I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys all showing up and your comments and getting to know you guys a little bit better. And that's the biggest joy of making these videos is getting to know you guys. So um, thank you for all the sweet. I mean, those are awesome comments to say that. Tiffany and man, you guys are awesome. You guys are really cool. So let's see one more. The Klonopin, yeah, it's so bad. I'm gonna be on it for a while. The creator might took 3 7. Oh right, okay, yeah. The Klonopin is rough. All right, guys. Yeah, Doug, I'll say a prayer for you, brother. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for showing up. And look for some videos to be coming up for me soon. All right. Take care, guys. God bless.